Welcome back to day 2 of using the TOVSS technique and starting a new topic. Well, the topic for today is describe a sunny day. So, do not freeze, do not talk immediately, just use this technique and start understanding the process. So, the number 1, T stands for think. So, we get into the thinking mode. How do we ask questions to our mind? You say, what can I see? What can I hear? What can I smell? And how do I feel? These are the basic questions that you ask yourself when you get into the thinking mode. Now, what are the things that you can see? You can see the sky. You can obviously see the sun. You can obviously experience the weather. So, these are certain things that you have to make used to of thinking. What are the things that I can see? So now we will get into the topic and start thinking. So, how are we going to think? What is the color of sky that I can see? Is it blue? Is it clear? These are the two things that you can say. And the second thing is, how do I feel? How is the weather? Is it hot? Is it warm? Is it pleasant? You start thinking about the weather. Now, think about the surrounding around you. What do you see? Don't you see fresh green trees all around you? Don't you see beautiful flowers? You do see them, right? So we start thinking about the environment. Now, what do you do or what do people do on a sunny day? Well, they can go on a walk, they can go for a jog, they can just have a good picnic if it is bright and sunny because they can play in the sun. So these are the things that people do. Now, how would you feel? Well, if it is a sunny day, you feel bright, you feel energized, you feel active. So that these are the things that you feel. Now we answered all these questions. So we have got relevant vocabulary for it. Now what do we do? Now we start making sentences. Now this time when you're making a sentence, you have to choose the appropriate subjects for your sentence. What is the subject? The first subject can be your sky, the second one can be the sun, the third one can be you or people. So when you choose the subject accordingly, the verb falls into place. So that is what we are going to do in our sentence structure. So let's start making sentences. And once we are making sentences, after you've made all your sentences, it could be 5 sentences, it could be 8 sentences. Choice is yours. Keep it simple so that your fluency starts, working for you. Keep simple words. You don't have to complicate. Whatever word comes to your mind, that is what you're going to use it when you're trying to speak. Don't look for fancy or words that you don't remember. You don't have to, use better words at the initial stage. If you're on a beginner level, choose whatever words are simple that you can understand, that your visuals are showing you. You use those words, that would be easier. So once we make the sentences, what is the next thing that we do? We start correcting our sentences. Now, how many of you have a habit of correcting your sentences? Do you even check what did I put in the sentence? Well, in day 1, we just learned the thinking process, how to use TOVSS technique. We learned how to think, we learned how to observe, we learned how to use our vocabulary, we learned how to make our sentences, and then finally we started speaking. I'm going to add one more thing extra, that is to correct yourself. That is very important. It is very simple. If you're given 1 second of pause before speaking, you started thinking, in the similar way, before speaking, just do your correction. Simple things. What are you supposed to correct? Now you might think, what am I supposed to correct? The first thing that you correct is, what kind of subject did you use? Is it a singular one or a plural? Then, is my subject matching with my verb? If not, you make sure that they are matching. Once these are done, then look for the article. Article errors are the most common ones that people do. You know what happens? Sometimes you put similar words with an article, like a and one. Most common mistake. There is a one chair in the room. See, either you say there is a chair in the room or there is one chair in the room, but we tend to use both together because it's an unconscious habit for most of the speakers. The next one is, when there is no requirement for an article, we still use it. Probably in front of names or in front of something specific, we use them. So you have to check those things. Now, the next thing is a prepositional error. It is like, missing out your prepositions, you're not putting your prepositions at all, like listening to music, but 90% of the times people don't use to. They just say listening music. So you should not do those mistakes. Confusion between in, at, for, from. You'll have to get rid of those confusions and start checking if I put an appropriate preposition. Once you have done these three things, your sentence is now good to go. So that is when you start speaking. That is when you start telling what is in your mind. You have thought, you have constructed, you have checked. So before speaking, I want you to do one quick recap. How am I going to begin? What I'm going to say next? How am I going to end? These 3 pointers are very important. And I want you to do that. The more time you spend on these things, the more time you give for these things, it will always be fruitful. You will always find it helpful. But they don't do it. They're always in a rush. 90% of beginners are rushed to give their answer, to show to people that, yes, I am speaking English. It might be gibberish, it might be incorrect, but they don't bother. My simple request to you is just take a fraction of a second, think about what you're going to say, correct them, and then organize your thought in a proper way. After that, you start speaking. Well, these 5 simple steps or these 5 simple techniques should help you to speak better. Now, can we get into the speaking mode? Definitely yes. Well, on a sunny day, the sky is clear and blue. The sun shines brightly, making the weather warm and pleasant. A gentle breeze blows and the trees look green and fresh. Colorful flowers bloom in the gardens and birds sing happily. Well, children enjoy playing in the park while families spend time outdoors. Some people enjoy eating ice cream, well, I do that, or drinking fresh juice to stay cool. I love sunny days because they make me feel energetic, cheerful, and refreshed. The bright sunshine fills the day with happiness and positivity. Well, it was not difficult, it was just easy. Now it's your turn. In the comments, write down your thoughts about a sunny day, and I will definitely check them. Happy learning. Stay tuned for day 3. Bye.